Good morning, Ramley and other NFL family. Peo time here. And I'm just getting ready for church, about to leave, and thought, oh, I gotta do my morning vlog saying, Happy game day, everyone! The Rams are in SoFi Stadium today. They are welcoming the Washington Commanders and what I think is gonna be a point filled game. So I'm excited for it. I hope you are too. Hosting a watch party later today. Feel free to check that out. But I wanted to, in this video, talk about something that's Rams adjacent. Okay? A lot of people have been talking about Brandon Staley. I feel like you could have made videos all season long, dating back to last season, about like, will Brandon Staley get fired? And you could have gotten a channel that got like 1,000 subscribers and lots of views just from that narrative alone. And he was the Chargers head coach. I followed the story, but I didn't feel the need to make any kind of video about it. But the him getting fired has the interest of Ram fans, including myself, of, okay, if Raheem Morris got an opportunity to be a head coach, and it would be hilarious if he became the Chargers head coach and then Staley became the defensive coordinator. I don't think that actually happens, but just that's something that the thought crossed my mind. But if Brandon Staley became the Rams DC again, I don't know how Ram fans would react. I think that there would be some hesitations given his track record as a head coach. However, I am reminded of Steve Spagnuolo, who was the Rams head coach and was a fantastic human being, but a terrible head coach. And he's gone on to be an extremely successful defensive coordinator. One of the most successful defensive coordinators in NFL history. Multiple Super Bowl wins, with the Giants and the Chiefs. And I don't know if Brandon Staley's career will look like that, but I am more interested in the future of Brandon Staley and what he does as a football mind, because he had a pretty historic rise to coaching, right? He had I know he was in the college game for a while, and then eventually he was with the Broncos staff as a position group. He became the Rams defensive coordinators, and I will always give credit where credit's due. He knocked the ball out of the park as the Rams defensive coordinator in that one season. They were the best defense in the league. It helps when you have Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald and a pretty it was a pretty veteran savvy defense that, come in from, he took it over from Wade Phillips, where the defense was, good already, but Staley in that 1 year just had a phenomenal season. But that being said, the guy just, it seems that people love hating on him right now, and maybe that's just what happens when you get fired. And I'm sure there's a lot of criticisms to go around. Probably should have been fired last year. I don't know. When's a good time to fire a head coach? Ideally, your coaches are winning and you don't have to fire them. But if he becomes I would love to know your thoughts. If Brandon Staley became the Rams defensive coordinator again, and this is a total hypothetical, right? We have no news of Raheem Morris moving on or anything like that, and I don't want Raheem Morris to move on, ideally, but you have to think about it, because it seems like he almost got to be a head coach last year. And I think this year, given the amount of vacancies, Raheem Morris is going to get another shot at being a head coach. So what happens with Brandon Staley? And even if he's not defensive coordinator, do you think he finds a job on an NFL staff in some sort of capacity? Or does he take a year off? I don't know. But I still think Brandon Staley is an interesting football mind. He clearly made lots of mistakes as a head coach and some poor decisions in game. But I do think there is still respect for Brandon Staley as a defensive mind. And maybe in that, maybe it is a Steve Spagnuolo situation where just not a good head coach, but can be a really amazing coordinator. And I'll be curious to see. I will be very curious to see. So thanks everyone for watching. That was me rambling on about Brandon Staley and my thoughts there. But I'm excited for today's game. I hope you are as well. The Rams playoff push continues. The Vikings losing yesterday was huge. And shut up, Grandizer. I hope you're having a great day. And as always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams. Woohoo!